everybody! Welcome to our Facebook Live event to answer your questions about dining here at Mercer University. I'm Sarah Armstrong. I'm an admissions counselor here at Mercer. And I really want you all to have all of your questions answered. So if you do have a question, if you leave it in the comments below, that'll be great. So I have two students here to help me out with answering some of those questions. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Hey guys, I'm Jayla Moody. I'm a sophomore journalism and global development studies major.
Hey guys, my name is Sagar Patel, and I am a biomedical engineer on the pre-med track.
Great. So the first question is, what is your favorite place to eat on campus?
I can take that one. By far, my favorite place to eat is the farmer's market. It's located right inside of the university center. I eat there just about every day for lunch. I make my way straight to the smoothies and the cookie section. And then eventually I'll grab a sandwich. There's something different just about every day. And sometimes I get a pasta.
Yeah, I agree. I love the farmer's market. They have a really long salad bar, so that's probably one of my favorite areas. But I have to say that Einstein's is probably one of my favorites as well, just because they have great orange juice, as well as amazing coffee too.
Hey guys, if you're just tuning in, make sure you comment any questions you may have below and we'll be sure to answer them.
Okay. So how many options are there for on-campus dining?
Yeah, so there are a lot of options here at Mercer. That's the good news, is you always have a lot of options open to you. So the first one is the cafeteria, or what we call the CAF. And then we have the farmer's market, which they've already talked a little bit about, with farm fresh foods, as well as Einstein's Bagels, which Sagar talked a little bit about. And we also have Which, which is a sandwich place, as well as Panda Express and Chick-fil-A. So definitely a lot of options for a lot of different people.
Yeah, we also have a little thing called like Pod Express. If you ever need like a quick snack, that's a good place to go as well.
Oh, cool.
So what are the benefits of an unlimited meal plan?
I can talk about that. I have an unlimited meal plan this year, and as a freshman, you'll come in with an unlimited meal plan, and it's awesome because you'll never starve, you'll never go hungry, and you'll never feel the need to have a kitchen or anything, so it's great. You get unlimited swipes into the CAF as well as the farmer's market. So say you just want a cookie randomly, you can go grab a cookie and go on out.
Yeah, which I did a lot my freshman year. It's a bad habit to break sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I would just go in there to get like a coffee or just get like a soda to take to class, like right on my way. Or I'd go in there like multiple times for breakfast because that was my favorite meal. So I definitely ate that maybe twice in one day sometimes.
Great. So do any of the dining locations feature holiday meals or celebrations?
Yeah, I know recently the CAF does this a lot, so if it's like Thanksgiving or something like that, they always have, for students that, can't go home for Thanksgiving, they'll have like a Thanksgiving meal from turkey and ham to everything. They also, yesterday for Valentines, they also had chocolate covered strawberries, so if, you don't have a Valentine's, the CAF's got your back.
The CAF was there for you.
Yep.
Hey, if you're just tuning in, don't forget to comment any questions you may have below. We'll be sure to answer them, guys.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the CAF has Fried Chicken Wednesdays. That's still a thing. Oh man, Fried Chicken Wednesday is one of the best things at the CAF, with the fried chicken and the mac and cheese, and also the cornbread. The
mac and cheese especially. That's one of my favorite things. And you can't be late to the CAF on Wednesdays, because if you do, then you're going to have to wait in line for a little bit.
And the line's always out the door.
Yeah.
Fried chicken.
And what types of meal plans are available for students?
Yeah, so Jayla has unlimited. I had unlimited my freshman year, but this year I have a $750 dining dollars. So I don't have any swipes like Jayla, but I have straight dining dollars. So dining dollars is basically if I want anything from any of the restaurants, I can use those dining dollars to buy anything. So unlike swiping in, I would just have to use those to get into the farmer's market or to the CAF.
Yeah. We also have some block meal plans available as you get up to be an upperclassman. You're able to choose what kind of dining options you want, whether that's all dining dollars or some CAF swipes and some dining dollars, kind of a mixture in between. But your freshman year, you will have the unlimited meal plan where you're able to get unlimited swipes like Jayla was talking about, as well as $250 dining dollars per semester.
Can you talk to me a little bit about Mercer Village? What is available there for students?
Yeah, so Mercer Village is probably one of my favorite places to go eat as well. They have margaritas, which is a great Mexican restaurant, I would say. Sauced is one of my favorite places to eat. I love pizza, so they make amazing pizza. They also have Jitjo, so if you love to, get a little coffee and kind of hang out and do some homework, they also have that. They also have a great wings place. Frank Cars, there you go, that's the name of it, Frank Cars. So those 4 places are usually the big ones. They actually just got New Way and Subway. So if you like a good hot dog, then that's a perfect place to go as well.
Okay, we just got a question from Tori Gaylord, and she says, even though this is not a dining-related question, she wants to know if incoming freshmen are allowed to have vehicles on campus.
Yeah, absolutely they are. Incoming freshmen are allowed to have vehicles on campus, and what's even better is that parking is free.
Yeah.
So you don't have to pay for that, and the parking's really, really close to your residence halls.
But I must say, I didn't have a car my freshman year, and I got around just fine. So don't necessarily feel obligated to bring a car as a freshman on campus.
Yeah, and if you ever need groceries or anything like that, Mercer Trolley makes it every Wednesday to Kroger, so you can jump on that, go get some groceries, and come back on that as well.
Okay, and then we have another question from Kenzie. Say hey to Kenzie.
Hey,
Kenzie.
Okay, she wants to know, do swipes work at restaurants on campus? So I think she's talking about Mercer Village.
Actually, there's a thing on your meal plan called Bear Bucks. In Bear Bucks, you can upload any amount of money you can. It's kind of like a debit card, and you can use your Bear Bucks at these restaurants in Mercer Village.
Yeah, and then if some of the restaurants like Chick-fil-A or Panda Express, if you want to eat there, and you don't want to use any Bear Bucks or anything like that, the unlimited meal plan also comes with the equivalency plan or Bear Exchange. So if you want to exchange one of your swipes for one of the meals that comes on the options like a chicken sandwich or a bowl at Panda Express, you can do that as well to kind of mix it up and not get tired of the same food over and over again.
Yeah, and you get 10 of those per week on the unlimited meal plan, so that's another really great option to be able to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So we just have a question. Can you get a to-go box from the farmer's market or the cafeteria?
Great question. Yeah, you actually can. For the to-go box, you can get them at the cafeteria as well as the farmer's market. And I believe you pay $5, and you get to keep that plastic box with you, and then you get the $5 back actually when you return the box. So it's not like you're even paying for it. You're just kind of putting a deposit in and getting it back once you turn it back in.
Okay. So we got a question from Allie. She has 2 questions. Say hey to Allie.
Hey, Allie.
Okay. So Allie wants to know, where can the dining dollars be used? And that's the first question. So if you can answer that, then we can get to her second question.
Dining dollars can be used at any of the restaurants that are included in the Mercer meal plan. So these are the restaurants that we listed earlier. You can use them at your Chick-fil-A, your Panda Express, Which, as well as in the Pod Express. I know there's a Starbucks located in the Pod Express, and I go there just about every morning, and I can use my dining dollars to get different types of coffee or anything I want there.
Yeah. And then Allie also had the question, are Bear Bucks and dining dollars the same thing?
Great question. So Bear Bucks and dining dollars are not the same thing. You get, if on the limited meal plan, you get 250 dining dollars, and they roll over from spring to fall. From fall to spring, but not from spring to fall. So you have to use them up. But what Bear Bucks are is basically you taking physical cash, like $20, and putting it on your card, so that if you do want to go eat somewhere in like Mercer Village or do your laundry, but laundry's free now, so you don't have to worry about that. You can use those Bear Bucks on your card or your Bear card as like a debit card to pay for that.
Yeah. And then Marissa has a question. Say hey to Marissa.
Hey Marissa.
What's up, Marissa?
Is there a good variety of choices for vegetarians or vegans?
So I am a vegetarian. I don't eat meat, and so I perfectly fine. I love the food options on campus. The farmers market does a great job. They even have days where they make tofu stir fry, so that's one of my favorite days. So I highly suggest going to the farmers market on those days. They have a great salad bar, which is my favorite too. They have great dressings that go on it. So you can easily, as a vegetarian, my diet is also a little restricted because I don't eat onion or garlic. So if I can find something that I love, you'll be perfectly fine on campus as well.
Okay. We have another question from Madison, and she wants to know, are there healthy and affordable options like fruit and vegetables without anything added? So she just wants to know that.
Yeah, so at the Pod Express, like they were talking about, fresh fruit and vegetables are available by using your dining dollars at those restaurants as well.
You can also get fresh fruit at Einstein's. I know sometimes they have grape cups and cups of pineapples and different assorted fruits. A lot of the times they have cups of strawberries and yogurt parfaits as well, so that's always a great, easy snack.
Yeah, and Sagar was talking a little bit about the farmer's market, and they always have fresh vegetables and fresh fruit on the salad bar.
Yeah, and there's like a little map in the farmers market where you can see where all the food came from. So it's all locally locally grown in the Middle Georgia area as well.
Okay. And then Madison also wants to know if they have a good gym near campus or on campus.
We have a gym on campus, actually, and I love the gym. It's open from 6 a.m. to midnight, so whether you like working out in the morning or you feel like you work out at night, my favorite thing about it is it's just for the students, so it's not the athlete gym, so I can go in and do my treadmill for 30 minutes and not have to compete with the football players and feel like I'm doing something, which I am. And the gym also offers workout classes. They have everything from step aerobics to Zumba. I actually have a friend who teaches one of the classes, so it's a great opportunity to get an on-campus job or just to get your workout on. So.
Yeah, and for a lot of those classes, we can also get class credit for it too. So if you're interested in that, you can do that.
So if there's anybody who's just joining us, be sure to comment a question below, and we'll answer them.
Yeah. So is the freshman 15 a real thing?
It depends on if you try your best. It doesn't have to be, because we do have fresh foods available and healthy options available, as well as a gym on campus. So those two things really go hand in hand. I know that it can be a little tough on the unlimited meal plan because it's easy to just go in and eat cookies for every meal.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. But you can also make sure that you watch your own self. So it's really up to you.
Right.
And Mercer helps out. You walking from class to class makes a big difference rather than taking a bus too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And do professors use the dining halls at all?
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, I've seen President Underwood eat in there before, the president of our university, as well as a lot of our professors will go in, especially on Wednesdays, to get their fried chicken fix. But it's a good option for everybody on campus.
Yeah, it's really neat. I know the French professors, they do this coffee hour at 10 a.m. in the caf on, I believe, Thursdays. So you can just go in and just talk French with the professors on drinking some coffee. So it's an awesome opportunity to me.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
And so what's your favorite breakfast spot on campus?
I'm going to go with the caf, just because there's an omelet station in the cafeteria. And you can just get just about anything you want on your omelet. I know I always like to get spinach and tomatoes. There's bacon and ham, cheese, no cheese, and you can even get it cooked the way you like. Miss Bobby, the lady who makes our omelets every morning, she's really sweet and it's awesome. So I go there just about every morning.
Yeah, I agree. I love the caf. You can get a great waffle there too, so that's one of my favorite breakfast items. So I always head over to the caf.
Yeah. There's also Einstein's if you're a bagel fan, so that's always there.
Okay, we got a question from Sean Parker. So how do I get this is not related to dining, but he wants to know, how do I get the login to the student website? So I think he's talking about.
Yeah, so if you're wanting to get your login to My Mercer, you would get in touch with your admissions counselor and they would be able to get that for you. Absolutely.
So if there's anyone who's just joining us, be sure to comment your questions below. That's what we're here for. We'll go ahead and answer them for you.
Are there any dining facilities within the residence halls?
Yeah, so depending on where you're living on campus, I would say it's probably like a 2 to 3 minute walk to the residence hall, so it's not far at all. The caf especially is right in the center of campus. It's in our Connell Student Center, so you can easily get there from whatever dorm you're staying in.
Yeah, great. And so we want to know, what are coffee options for students that need that caffeine fix?
I can answer that. So I'm a coffee girl. I love coffee. You can get coffee just about anywhere on campus.
Yes.
Definitely the cafeteria. I know there's always some coffee there every morning, caffeine or decaf. There's a Starbucks located in Bare Necessities, which is where our Pod Express is located. There's also a Jittery Joe's, just right in Mercer Village, with just about every coffee option you have. So. Also, Einstein's Bagels has coffee too. See, look at me. just forgetting.
All the coffee.
We're getting lots of questions now, which is great. So we got a question from Lindsay. So say hey to Lindsay.
Hey, Lindsay.
So Lindsay wants to know, is there a limit to unlimited for the freshman class?
Well, absolutely not. I learned that the hard way. You can go in as many times as you want to the cafeteria as well as the farmer's market. Doesn't have a limit on number of times you can go in per day or per week or anything like that. It's really unlimited.
Yeah, definitely. And then we got a question from Allie. Allie wants to know, is there a kitchen in the dining halls? And she knows there's a kitchen in Legacy Hall, so she wants to know that.
Yeah, so Legacy has a kitchen available in that residence hall. The other freshman residence halls do not have kitchens available, but with our on-campus dining plans, you're really not needing that kitchen all the time. And the good news is if I could get somebody to cook my food for me now as an adult, that's exactly what I would want. But it was really nice as a student to be focused on school and your studies and not have to focus on cooking for yourself.
Yeah. And you can, go ahead.
Sorry, but you do have the option of bringing a refrigerator as well as a microwave.
Yeah. And I had one my freshman year. I had a refrigerator and microwave. And honestly, I didn't use it as much as I thought I would either.
And so we have a question from Grace, so give a shout out to Grace.
Grace.
Hey, Grace.
She wants to know what the hours are for the caf, Sarah, so she didn't know like what days it's open.
Yeah, absolutely. The caf is open 7 days a week, and it's open from, is it 6 a.m.?
It's open from about like 7.
Okay, so 7 a.m. until
around 9
9
p.m.
p.m. Yeah, so that's the caf, but the UC is open
Until 10 p.m.
until 10.
And
so,
Einstein's is actually open until midnight.
Yes.
awesome.
That's great. And so Madison has a question, and it's not really dining related. It has to do with rooming, which is a popular topic. She wants to know how the residence halls works, how you get your roommate, and how you're assigned a roommate.
So the roommate process is self-assigned. So whether you know someone from home who may be coming to Mercer or you meet someone in the Facebook page, I suggest that. I know a lot of people have already been commenting about roommates, but that's something that you can go ahead and arrange yourselves prior to self-assigning your roommate. And when you figure out who you would like your roommate to be, you guys can bring each other into the self-assigned process. So when the rooming opens up, you'll type in your name and you can just select your roommate and put them in with you.
Yeah, and I highly suggest coming out to Make It Mercer too, because that's a great place to meet a great roommate as well.
Do the dining halls ever get so crowded that it's difficult to find a spot to sit?
Not really. Usually if you go at a right hour, and because of how the class schedule works, our dining halls are actually very large too, so you can easily find a spot, but accommodating if you want a large group, you may have to get there a little earlier. But other than that, usually we're perfectly fine with finding a table or like a little booth. Yeah, there you go. That was the word I was looking for, a booth.
Okay, awesome. And Sean has another question. He wants to know, how do meal exchanges work?
So meal exchanges, so when you're on the unlimited plan, like you would be for your freshman year, you are allowed to get 10 per week. So you take your bear card and you just say you want a meal exchange. And the meal exchanges, I know at Chick-fil-A, it's a sandwich with fries and a drink, and that counts as one of your exchanges. Yeah. Or you could also get like an 8-count nugget and fries and a drink. And so there are different things available at every restaurant. So that would be something that you could see on signs around campus. I know they have some in the UC. But those are available for students on the unlimited meal plan for 10 a week.
Yeah.
And Madison just said that this has been really helpful, so she gave a shout out to y'all.
Awesome.
And so we have a question from Allie, and she goes, she knows this isn't dining related, but she wants to know how much you get to plan your classes for freshman year, so how much control you have over your schedule.
Yeah. Okay, so as your freshman year, you'll come in and you'll be built a schedule according to what your major is and whatnot, and then you'll sit down with your advisor and you have full control of what classes you want to change, and if you came in with any credits to take out a class that those credits kind of are accepted at Mercer for. So you have full control of your education here at Mercer, and your advisors will be more than helpful to help you out in any way that you need.
And you'll also have a peer advisor or PA, and everyone's appointed a peer advisor as they come in their freshman year. And I know my peer advisor was extremely helpful in just helping us get all of our gen eds knocked out and just figuring out whether or not we should take this class this semester or maybe wait until sophomore year as well. So you're not necessarily on your own.
Haley just left us a question, so if you can give a shout out to Haley. Tell her
Haley.
Yeah, and so she knows this isn't dining related, but she wants to know if there's any clubs or organizations that you guys suggest joining once you're on campus.
Okay. There are so many clubs.
Yeah.
The hardest thing to do when you come to Mercer is say no first, because there's so many. They'll all try to pull you in. I guess it depends. I'm an engineer, so I guess I can talk a little bit about some of the clubs I'm involved with. Being an engineer, I am part of Mercer Prosthetics and Orthotics Club because I'm a biomedical engineer. So we get hands-on experience in the labs, and we get to build the prosthetics to take to Vietnam for the Mercer on mission. I'm also part of CURE, which we raise money to send to hospitals around the world. So I guarantee you, depending on what you're passionate for, you can easily find a club. I know Jayla's involved with a lot of stuff as well.
I can talk a little bit about it. So I write for the cluster as a journalism major, and it's an amazing opportunity. You can be a photographer for the cluster, or you can just write. Me and Sire are both also members of Leadership Mercer, and I know I love it just because it helps us just to build on our leadership skills. So I like to tell people when they come for tours or just about anything, if you don't find what it is that you're interested in, you can pretty much start it. And we have plenty of friends who've done that while they're here.
That's great. And we also want to know, what is your favorite splurge spot to eat on campus? So, like, where do you want to go to treat yourself for a night?
Go ahead, Jayla.
I'm a fan of Marg's, but Margaritas, which is the Mexican restaurant on campus that Saab was talking about a little bit earlier, I know that's like birthday dinner spot for me and my friends, and we love it just because you can go in there and watch whatever game is on, the Mercer games or whether it's an NFL game. And it's really nice. The management is great. Everyone who works there is super friendly. So it's just a great environment to be in.
Yeah. And I'm a big fan of sauce. Can't go wrong with some pizza. So that's a great place to go. And it's a good someone's birthday. Macon has a lot of downtown options as well. So if you're feeling that, that's a great place to go too.
And where's your favorite place to eat off campus, like downtown Macon?
So I really love the Rookery, which is the Macon classic.
Yes.
Just delicious burgers and amazing fries and sides. But the best part is the milkshakes.
Yes.
I know right now they have their Girl Scout cookie milkshake, which is a Samoa milkshake, and it is...
You have to get one of those.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
About it.
What do y'all like to eat downtown?
I'm also a fan of the Rookery, so I'm going to have to second that.
Yeah, I am too. There's a couple of restaurants. I love the Brick. As well as Dovetail. The Dovetail is a great place to go if you want to treat a little, someone special for yourself as well. So that's a great place to go for that too.
Yeah. And did you guys go anywhere to eat for Valentine's Day with your friends or with a special someone?
I went to Cheddar's, and it was super packed, but I saw a lot of Mercer couples there, so it was really nice to see everyone out, just having a good time, having a really good meal.
Yeah. No, we stayed in, cooked some burgers, so it's a great time to stay home too.
Yeah, so that's all the time that we have tonight. So we're so excited that we got to have you with us tonight, and we can't wait to have you on campus next fall. So if you have any other questions, you can always contact your admissions counselor or let Sagar or Jayla know next time you're on campus. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Go Bears!
Yeah.